Okay, so I'm going to do a real quick and dirty unboxing and mini review of the Monoprice desktop headphone amplifier, part ID 11567. So this is the box that it comes in, and inside we will find two boxes. One has the unit itself, and one has accessories, and there's also a little, came out here, manual. So do this first. Just a single sheet, folds out, single-sided, yes, single-sided, goes over, introduction, specs, package, everything, yeah. Pretty self-explanatory. This is, I believe, the unit. No, that's the unit. No. Yes. I believe these are the accessories. Feels a little bit heavier. So inside, nope, that's the unit. Okay, well, we'll just go with the unit first. Here, if I can get it out, is the unit itself. So, considerable size, a lot bigger than it looks in the pictures, I believe. We got our power on the front, it clicks on and off, and then is just continuous all the way up to max. It's got a switch on the front between the USB internal sound card DAC in there, or an aux in, and it has a 1/4 inch headphone jack, so the big one. And over here we got the USB. It does require external power, and there's a brick in the other thing over there. There's a gain switch for low and high. There's a pre-out, a line out, and an aux in. So the aux in is obviously for this front switch, right? Switches between the input of the USB or the aux. Now the difference between the pre-out and the line out. The pre-out is controlled by this volume knob. So you adjust this volume knob, it's going to adjust the output to this pre-out. The line out will always deliver line volume, so that's not going to change depending on the front knob. So nice to have the options there. They're RCA, so a little bit bigger than, like 3.5 inch out or whatever, I mean 3.5 millimeter. And then let's go over to here. Oh, and there's an LED. Some people complain it's pretty bright. It is considerably bright, I would say. Yeah, it's nice, not nice, but blue. Pretty bright, yeah. Here's the power brick. There you go for size. So pretty, standard power brick. Kind of annoying. You gotta plug it in. Takes up spots on your power strip. Give you a USB cable. Just A to B, standard USB cable. That's not in focus. Gotta keep going here. Okay, and then they give us RCA to RCA, which is also nice. And that is it. I'm actually going to return this unit, and I'll tell you why. I have it set up here where I'm going to use these Monoprice 5-inch studio monitors. And actually, by the way, on these, the blue LED there, not very bright. This one is a lot brighter. Some people complained about the brightness on the monitors. I don't know if they put a resistor in there or something, but it's really not bright at all. You could sleep with that on easily. The reason why I'm returning this unit, one, the quality. The headphone output didn't seem to be that good. I don't know if it was putting in some, I don't know what the deal was, but I just felt it wasn't as good as, coming out of some other equipment I had. So that's one issue, and there's very little bass response coming out of there. So that's kind of an issue. The other issue is sometimes when you turn this on, right, you click it on, this turns red, this light, for it's supposed to be a second, and it turns blue, and the relays click on and the whole thing powers on, right? Sometimes what would happen is this red light would just power on and then immediately go off. It would just blip, like it's trying to turn on, and it would never turn on. And I don't know if it got overheated or what, but you'd have to turn it off, wait half a minute or something, and try it again, and hopefully it comes on. And that was a problem because it wasn't just reliable. You want to turn it on and off, and it doesn't do that. And another problem is I had it coming out of these RCAs into the studio monitors, and I had to use this Hosa cable. Monoprice doesn't sell a cable that does this, really. They have an adapter, just a little, RCA to 1/4 inch adapter. It looks really cheap, so I decided to get this cable, RCA, and then they got these unbalanced 1/4 inch TS to go into the studio monitors. These RCA jacks, you cannot plug in all the way if you have a thicker, because they go inside the case. So if you have a thick, like the Monoprice Premium RCAs, this outside ring sleeve, whatever you want to call it, won't go in all the way. Not too much of a problem as long as they stay in there, but still something to consider. But the major problem I had was I had both these studio monitors connected up to this power strip, and so turn it off and then the light slowly dims down, tilts off, you turn it on, turns on again, right? So I could control whether I wanted to have the studio monitors on or off, and the headphones would always be powered. If I had everything plugged in, the studio monitors were on, this was on, had it plugged in through the out, if I turned that power strip off and I turned off the monitors, this unit would stop working. The blue light would still be on, but it wouldn't put output through the headphones, and if I turned the monitors back on, it wouldn't put output through the RCAs. And so I don't know if that's a design flaw or what that is, but it just didn't fit my needs, because that was kind of the whole point, is that I could switch between the monitors and the headphones very easily. So I really liked how it had the pre-out. You could adjust the volume with these. It's one of the only units of all available that does that, and that's really, you know, an advantage, but it was just not reliable. And then, you know, I've turned it off and turn it back on again, and then of course it does the blip thing, it doesn't work, and then you have to like wait a half a minute, and it's just a lot of trouble. So that's why I'm returning this unit. I don't know if it's just mine or if it's everybody's. I've seen one other review comment about that problem. So that's that. And so what I got instead, oh, by the way, it's $100 regular. You can get it on sale sometimes for 75 or 80 or something. This is the Fiio E10K. Here's the box for it. Right here, the Fiio E10K, Olympus 2. Got a lot of names. This is a very popular unit. It's $75 on Amazon, I believe. Very small, especially compared to this big one here. Does not require any external power, just micro USB, so like your, you know, phone charger, Android phone or whatever. It has an optical out, it has a gain switch on the back, and it has a 3.5mm out there, which is nice. And this is a line out, so not adjusted by this volume control. So that's a disadvantage, but I just use, you know, the Windows sound volume to control the monitors, and I use this to control the headphones. Not too big of a hassle. I'm not adjusting it very much. And it has a headphone out, this small one, 1/4 inch, unlike, you know, the big one on there. It's, you know, good and bad, depends what you have. I got these Sony MDR V10s, and it has this, also has the adapter that goes to the bigger one. You know, depends what headphones you have. Has a blue light here, not that bright. I still turn it off when I'm sleeping, but you know, and it goes from off, 0, all the way through 8, kind of a weird numbering system, but you know, whatever. And there's a bass boost on here. I believe the bass boost only affects the headphones and not the line out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So I just keep it off, but you know, it's nice to have a little bit of bass boost on there. This unit is great. Let me show you one thing here. In the Windows thing, it recognizes the Fiio E10K. Is this going to focus, please? There we go. As a SPDIF interface. So it knows that it's like a USB, you know, DAC kind of dealy, right? It has the little picture receiver, whatever. When I plugged this one into the computer, first of all, it had some more problems connecting. You know, it took a while to connect and stuff, and you know, if you turn it off and on, it has some more problems. But it also recognized it as a speaker. Put the speaker icon, it said speakers, and instead of, you know, high definition audio device or whatever your built-in sound card, it said, you know, like Monoprice USB DAC or whatever. But I just thought that was weird. I don't know what the implications of that are, but I feel like it should, you know, more recognize it as a SPDIF interface than a speaker. So that's another thing. I don't know what the driver issues with that or the identification of the hardware is or whatever. But so I'm using this one. I'm going to return this. I'm using this one. It's just, I think, better overall, much smaller footprint, nice. You don't have to have an extra, you know, power adapter. The line level out is higher. I think it's normal. I think another reviewer commented that this has a lower line level out, or the pre-out, you know, to these speakers. So when I had plugged in these, I had the gains on the Monoprice up to like, you know, half, right? Half gain. On the Fiio, I have them 1/4 gain, so it's higher. I think that's probably what the kind of industry standard is supposed to be. So something weird going on with this one. My headphones and the studio monitors sound really great through the Fiio. Just, you know, small footprint, USB. You don't have to have the external power, all that jazz. I'm definitely keeping this one. I think it's great, especially for entry level, or you know, it takes you a long ways. You're gonna have to spend a lot more money to get something better than this. And if you really care, then, you know, you're going to be spending the money. But for me, this is this is perfect. And you have to buy a cable. I actually got this one from Monoprice. So this is a 3.5 out on this one, and then it goes along. I split it. It's a zip cable kind of thing. So split it all the way down, and it plugs into the back. That's the red side. And you notice how the red side is actually on the left. Well, interesting, because I don't know if I got a defect cable from Monoprice or what, but you can see some of the molding. Maybe you can see some of the molding is kind of weird molding patterns. And then one side, I think it was the gray side of the cable, was like 3 inches shorter than that side. I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. I think they like messed up the connector, cut off the cable, put another connector. I don't know what the quality control problem with that is. And then also they're reversed. So the right side of here actually goes to the gray one, not the red one. I'm pretty sure the right's supposed to be the red one. So I figured this out because I'm playing around with the balance on a music player, and it's going the wrong way. I say right and it plays on left. So I have to switch the cables. Not too big a deal, but just, you know, that's weird, not standard. I don't know, probably something to do with the manufacturing defect. So take a few stars off the review for that cable, but it works as intended, you know, it works. Other than that, it's just weird. Not really a reason to go through the hassle of returning. So this video is long enough. That's my overview of that. These studio monitors, by the way, very good, especially for the price. They do lack the bass response. I was considering the 8-inch models. They are quite a bit more expensive, and I figured that it'd probably be better just to get these 5-inch models and then also get the 10-inch subwoofer, and you get more of a complete range. I feel like the 8 inches might, you know, remove some quality from the mid-range. And so decided just to go with these and add the subwoofer. Also, these are, you know, more manageable size. The 8 inches get, you know, pretty big on your desk there. And these are actually upside down trash cans. Didn't want to pay $200 for speaker mounts, so had these trash cans lying around. They pretty much bring it right up to ear level. So these are very good. Don't expect too much, you know, bass from them, but the clarity in the mid and the highs is very good. And yeah, add a subwoofer if you really want that. I'm saving up for one of those, so I can add that in. But that's about it. Covered, what was that? 3 products in here? 4, 5, maybe? This cable's good. This is the new style, actually, of this cable. Has this weird kind of, I don't know what they're trying to do with here. I like the old ones where it was kind of more of an orange and like a gray, you know, and had more like rings around it. That was cool. That's what it showed in the picture. I guess this is the new model. They didn't update the picture on any site that I got it from, or this site I got it from. And so you're probably going to receive this one. I like the old Hosa cable style, but you know, what are you going to do? It's a cable's a cable. And that concludes this review. Hope you enjoy. Hope it was helpful. And thank you. See you next time.